New gates have been installed on Campo Street. What students and faculty have to say about them, despite their safety benefits. There is a new positive reward system being implemented on campus, how students are adjusting. The RHS class of 2018 is the largest class Roseville High School has seen yet. How this may conflict with classroom sizes. All this and more in new TigerCast News, September 8th, 2014.
From Eye of the Tiger, this is TigerCast News. Broadcasting from Studio 403 in Roseville High School.
Good morning and welcome to an all-new TigerCast News. I'm Ben Judd.
And I'm Maddy Pilgrim. Friday, August 29th, the administrators took the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge and raised over $2,100.
This summer, RHS installed new gates, blocking off both sides of Campo Street. Preston Walter has the story.
New gates were installed along Campo Street in an effort to improve student safety. Senior Sadie Ledesma shares her thoughts on the gates.
I don't really have a problem with them. I can see people who have ROP or have off campus have a problem with them maybe.
While some students feel the gates are a good thing, other students feel differently.
I feel like they're a good new addition to our school, but at the same time I kind of feel like they're like keeping us in like prisoners.
Also, the gates can interfere with ROP students getting on campus.
I have to park far away. I have to park all the way up at the park up there because the senior parking lot is closed during second period, and I either park up at the park or I park over at the dirt lot behind the office.
When asked about the gates, Assistant Principal John Coleman said, quote, "They were put in for additional safety and security of our students and our staff and faculty," end quote. He also mentioned that the school will look to add additional gates at vulnerable locations, like the alley.
This year, Roseville is implementing a new class hierarchy that is starting with the freshman class officers. Claire McCaig has the story.
Roseville High School has discarded the class titles of President, Vice President, and Secretary-Treasurer. They are taking a new approach this year and have appointed the title of class officer to those who would have been elected these positions for each class.
I feel good about it. I think it'll be a good change and that the workload will be more spread out among the three class officers than it would be if we had President, Vice President, Secretary-Treasurer.
Other former class officers like Marcus Wells and Emma Slack agree with what has to be said about the change in title.
I think they'll work together more and work will be evenly distributed and the responsibility won't be focused on one person.
Before it was like if you were the president you were supposed to have more responsibilities, but not anymore. Now it's more like just overall you all have the same responsibilities.
This change of hierarchy is in effect with the freshman class right now and will continue for future classes going onward.
This year, Roseville High School has the most freshmen on campus in our school's history, and even in the whole district. Robert Erdman has the story.
This year, Roseville High School's freshman class features nearly 600 students.
This year, our freshman class is currently at 578.
Bigger school. When I started in Atomas, they had about 1,500 students there, and when I left, they were down to like about 1,000. And I know you guys are over 2,000 here, so it's a much bigger school.
People don't realize it starts in the summertime or even before school gets out, trying to prepare to make sure we have enough students, and they're always needing to get the counts so we have enough classes and like math classes, you know, how many students are we having.
The freshman football team is much larger than previous years, so they have to resort to using old jerseys for the players because there aren't enough new ones. This year, the team has an impressive 65 players.
But I kind of feel bad for the kids that do because they've worked hard all summer and they don't even get to use a new jersey.
Although the freshman class has grown, the change hasn't affected all the classes.
The freshman seminar classes this year are about the same as last year. We run about 35 in all of the freshman seminar classes.
I think it's a really good class. I actually already know a lot of students because I taught last year at Cooley Middle School, and I was excited to see a lot of those students come to Roseville High School, and as I walk through the halls I see a lot of students I already know, so I'm excited to be involved with that class.
So far we seem to have an awesome freshman class. They're excited to be here and they're looking forward to Club Rush and figuring out how they want to get involved.
Roseville made the biggest increase in freshmen attending this year from 526 students to 578. Wood Creek decreased from 558 freshmen to 541. Oakmont went from 489 to 454. Antelope jumped from 454 to 489, and Granite Bay only gained one student.
ROAR is the new incentive program that rewards good behavior. But how do the students feel about it? Austin Collins has the story.
ROAR is one of the most recent changes to this school year. While it has already been launched, some students are confused on what it really is.
ROAR is for respect, like on time.
Pretty much it's like, I'm not sure.
Rewarding positive behavior is not new to RHS, but past practices have been rolled into ROAR, which stands for respect, on time, attendance, and responsibility. It's meant to encourage good behavior around the campus. Here's what peer helping students, who are heavily involved in the program, have to say.
It's there, and I know that it creates the mindset for me to be a better student.
I think ROAR is really it's making a huge impact on the campus. It's only been here, it started this year, and it's only been here for a couple weeks, and I think people are already starting to be really aware of it.
More information on ROAR will be held at the Assembly on October 27th. Now over to Josh Carson with sports.
Thanks, Maddie. It is going to be a very exciting year here at the TigerCast Sports Network, and there is no better way to kick it off than with a little football. The Tigers started their season last week with their first game versus Chico. We go to Gustavo DiVincenzo with the story.
The football season kicked off last week with the Tigers' first game at home versus Chico. The freshman team suffered a tough loss with a score of 22-18. The JV team showed their strength with a crushing 42-0 win. Varsity almost escaped with the win, but fell short with the last 2 minutes, losing 31-28.
My thoughts on the first game versus Chico, we did all right, but we definitely have a lot of room for improvement.
Being unfamiliar with the teams, just like Chico, is something that the Tigers are going to have to adjust to because of the league's change. No one is certain the CBC will be a bigger challenge than the SFL, but some players feel like they know what to expect.
I'm really excited, it being my personal senior year, and then just all the new guys. It's been a great team, and I love them all, so it's been fun and it'll be a journey.
Despite losing arguably two of their best players from last season, Kyle Downey and Colton Miller, there are still high hopes for the Tigers this season.
Keep tuning in to TigerCast News for more information about our all-new TigerCast Sports Network. Now back to you, Maddie.
The happiest place on earth is coming to Roseville High School. This year's homecoming theme is Disneyland.
Each class has been assigned their own theme for homecoming floats. Seniors will have Fantasyland, juniors will have Adventureland, sophomores will have Frontierland, and the freshmen will have Tomorrowland. Court nominations are available now in room 606. Only seniors that weren't on junior prom court are eligible for nomination. Bids are $5 on sale on student services. Only single tickets are being sold this year and go on sale on September 22nd through October 3rd. If you have an ASB card, your ticket will be $5 off.
Club Rush will be today on Campus Street during one lunch. Come out if you are interested in joining any clubs on campus. This week's ROAR winners are Abigail Roberts, Max Donahue, and Callie Ness. Congratulations. Please head to room 606 to claim your reward. That's it for us today on TigerCast News.
Remember, we're always on IHaveTheTigerNews.com. See you next time.